So it's going to be a very, very busy final. And we've got 20 going forward in it. There are 2 groups in total, A and B. Originally, there were going to be 3 groups, so it'll be whizzed through a little bit faster as a result of that. So we're back in our location for the week, the Hilton Al Habtoor City in Dubai for these 10th World Powerlifting Championships. So that was a really exciting 41 kilo final that we've already seen. Miwa Naruki picking up the Legends medals. Women's 50 kilo final incoming.
Attention coaches, 1 minute remaining for changes to the first attempt.
So this is Group B in the women's 50 kilo final.
Attention coaches, no more changes allowed to the first attempt. No more changes. Welcome to the 2023 World Championships in Dubai. This is the women's up to 50 kilo Group B session.
So we are ready for the opening group of this 50 kilo final. So Laura Serrero here, the America's record holder, and this is her 9th World Championships. There have only ever been 10 staged. She missed the first one in 1994. She's allowed to do that. Aiza Berakulova, Kazakhstan. For Nigeria, Bozabajide. There have been times when she's a big candidate for medals herself, but in Group B this time. Next up, Anara Akanova, actually, of Kazakhstan. She'll be starting in 77. Next up for Singapore, Nuranti Binti Mohammed Yazli, fresh off the back of another campaign in the Southeast Asian Games. Mayra Hernandez of Mexico will be going for 81. Big Mexican team in Veracruz lately at the World Cup there. Kamalpant Karatpet of Thailand. Dodona Turieva of Uzbekistan. Followed by Fariza Toljan of Kazakhstan. Followed by Suzanne Menyameto of Cameroon. She'll have the heaviest attempt in this group, going for 90. So these are the 10 in this Group B. So those are the 10 who are coming up in Group B, and next we'll be seeing who will be on stage with them. The 3 referees
Please welcome the referees to the field of play.
For this group. And here they come.
Chief referee, Greece.
It's Iliana Raka of Greece. She's the center referee, chief referee. Left side referee will be Jari Lain of Finland. And the right side referee, Kadir Kamaruzaman of Malaysia. Technical controller will be Veronika Kuchtova. Technical delegate for this, Fatih Lachab. They can get into position for this.
And we've got the athletes in the back warming up, 80 to 90% of their opening attempts. Some will go to 100 and then come out and repeat that same attempt. Then they'll put on their jackets and their hoods and their towels and stay nice and warm, hydrate, and get ready to roll. In a few seconds, we're going to get started.
The venue darkens, this new custom venue for these World Championships.
This session starts in 10, 9,
and away we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Are you ready for powerlifting? The bar is being loaded to 70 kilos. We're going to call our first athlete. 70 kilos, rack height 7, please.
So now, a woman who
70 kilos, rack
is
7.
competing at a World Championships for the 9th time out of the 10 times that they have been held. And it's a record that really you can't see ever being beaten. The very first World Championships were held in Sweden in 1994.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Mexico.
We haven't had very many Swedish representatives over the last 10 years. Uppsala is where they were held. I know there have been a whole lot of new officials and referees trained up in the past couple of years. It's a situation which may well change. And then the following year, Dubai held this for the first time in 1998. 2014 after that, and now 2023 for the 10th championships. So, Laura Serrero, the 2002, 2006 silver medalist, bronzes in 2010 and 2014, Paralympic bronze medals, Beijing in 2008, Athens 2004, Sydney 2000, the 2003 America's champion, the 4 times Pan Am silver medalist. I don't think there's anything else left to do except keep competing. And she's in the Legends category. So if she gets marks here that are sufficient enough under the coefficient and the MQS, then she's actually going to pick up Legends medals here, and she'll medal yet again at the World Championships, which is remarkable. So on the way for 70 for Laura Serrero to start. Looking to get that one right. Well, we'll see if that's worked out. We're going to go to the flags, by the way, from our referees. And it is 3 white flags. So referees have to glance down. There's no copying anyone else's homework. 3 white flags, she's fine. And Laura Serrero is off the mark with her attempt of 70.
this was just perfect. Straight down, tight on the chest, nice high chest, straight up. This is someone that's had a lot of experience. And in fact, in 1998, here in Dubai, was the first World Championships that women were allowed to compete in. Prior to that, women were not allowed to bench press. And so this young lady was in the first World Championships here in Dubai.
It's a good reason to miss the first one then. So next up, Aysan Beramkulova. She's been well primed for this. Well, we've seen so much of her the past few years at major championships. Tbilisi World Cup, she won the silver medal at that. Aysan Beramkulova, bronze in the European Open Championships last year, usually coached by Ruslan Graev. That's not him on stage. Well, she's really bounded into the scene really well of late. Aysan Beramkulova. And of course, it doesn't take very long for it to go up and down. And that is going to go to the flags again, I think, for 76. So to the flags we go for this first attempt for Aysan Beramkulova, and it is 2 white flags, so that's good news for her, and that has her off to a good start in her first World Championships. Lifted it well.
Straight down, tight on the chest, straight up. Nicely done.
Change the little white to the little green, please.
Anara Akanova, her colleague, is going to be the next to go, the 26-year-old. So silver in the Iowa's World Games. That was at the end of last year. Before that, she'd competed successfully in the Asia Oceania Championships, and she was 5th in that in Pyeongtaek. Well, she was in the World Championships for the first time last time out in Tbilisi. She finished 13th in that. The regular coach is Dmitry Sorenko. She lives in Kustanai, and she started this sport at the age of 19. And now she has prospects, perhaps. She competed in 41 2 years ago, but she has moved on quite a bit since then. 4th in the Egger World Cup in 2019. Went to Tbilisi after that, was 6th in the World Cup. So she's looking to improve all the time. That was a nice result in the Asia Oceania Championships really last year when she was 5th. And that silver medal in Portugal, in the south of Portugal, at the end of last year in December. And remember, those IWAS games now become the World Ability Sport Games next December. So the flags, 3 white flags, she's got it. Well, that's a successful lift. Rakanova at 77, and that is really welcome to see. She's progressed tremendously, and there's not much more you can say about that.
Straight down, nice hold on the chest, straight up, and holds it till she gets the rack command. Really nicely done.
Well, Tell you what, here's our silver medalist who enjoyed such a great time of it earlier on, with Esther and Wargu lifting 111. She keeps her world record, 114. Cuiget went for 115 for a world record, didn't get it, so Wargu keeps her world record. A silver medal this time at 111.
Representing Singapore, Norani.
Mohammed Yazli Nurani Binti of Singapore going for 80 here. Mohammed Yazli. Well, she has had such a tremendously successful career. Globally, we last saw her in the European Open Championships in Tbilisi when she finished in 5th spot. But she's been perennially competing, obviously, in Asia, both in the Asian Para Games, which we haven't had for 5 years, and the Southeast Asian Games, where we have tons of lately. So here she comes again. Bronze it was a couple of months ago in Phnom Penh in the most recent Southeast Asian Games, but the press sequence goes against her this time and she misses out at 50.
So on the replay, what we see, she comes down very quickly, gets on the chest and just can't muster the energy to get it off. And she's a little stuck there. So she will come back, she'll slow it down hopefully on the next attempt and she'll be successful.
Well, hopefully so. Southeast Asian Games, bronze lately, 6th in the Paralympic Games. No mark in her last World Championships as we move to Mexico, and Mayra Hernandez. Pan Am silver, last time out in Lima, bronze in Toronto in 2015. The 2015 America's champion in Mexico City, silver in the 2 America's Championships held since from Guadalajara, from the Jalisco Club. And you know what? Guadalajara hosted the Pan Ams in 2011. She must have been watching in the crowd. You couldn't expect anything else. And aiming here for 81. And that's not any time, any second wasted for her, and that's a good lift. 3 out of 3 for Hernandez for Mexico. And she is looking in pristine form.
Very funny too. She started, the coach was going to lift off for her. She had the power. She took it out herself, came down, executed properly, straight up, no concerns or problems whatsoever. Very nicely done.
Back 13, please. Thank you, the bar.
Well, on we go.
Representing Nigeria, Bose.
So now, for Nigeria, it's lovely to see Bose Bajude here, who's competed on the international circuit a couple of times, twice previously. No mark in the last World Championships, unfortunately, 2 years ago in Tbilisi. Silver behind Rayab Ahmad of Egypt at the African Championships in Cairo. So, prospects are good. And she lifted 121 there, and she's going for 85 here. But that mark that she achieved on the road to this is a very high second in terms of the race to Paris for next year's Paralympic Games. Bose Bajide. She was actually in the European Open as well in 2018, didn't start that.
Good lift, Bajide.
She's got it, and she started really well. Now, she starts at 85 in this. That may be all that her form allows her to right now, but she has got it, and she's in the lead. And that is very, very good news for her. 85, Bose Bajide.
She made it look easy. She took it out, brought it down, great timing. Stop, straight up, great arch in the back. Nothing better she could have done with that. Excellent.
Well, the competition moves on, and it is Dodona Turaeva for Uzbekistan, who is next to go for an attempt here of 87. As the guest athlete, 7th in the African Open Championships in Cairo, Halloween week for Uzbekistan, who sent quite a big team to that. A chance to experience something a little bit different in Cairo, especially as it was her first event. It definitely was different for her. First World Championships here. So here she comes, and it's again for 87, not much movement needed there. And that's fabulous for Turaeva. So she clears 87, that by a whopping 29 kilos is a lifetime best. Lifetime best, not counting local competitions or what she's doing in training. 87, brilliant, into the lead.
Complete stop, straight up. She makes it look easy as well. Wow, fantastic.
So, Kharapet coming now for Thailand. Southeast Asian Games silver last year. Vivian Puntek as well for Thailand, where she won bronze medal, tied with Fariza Toljan. Back when Thais did not have the quite solid tiebreakers that they had before in the bodyweight, or now where it's first come, first served. And what a successful time she's having of it, with that excellent silver behind Thi Lin Puan Dang of Vietnam in solo last year for that silver medal winning performance in the ASEAN Southeast Asian Games. And silver again this time behind the same Vietnamese athlete in Phnom Penh for the silver medal there. So here she is coming for 88, Kratapet. She's allowing herself the right amount of time as well. So that's that. How good was it for her? 88. No.
Stop sequence.
That's not the kind of race she wanted to see. Stop sequence, both against her. So she has, for the moment, missed out. The Bangkok World Cup winner in 2021. Just denied here, I'm afraid to say.
Yes, she was very fast on the chest. It came down, the timing was great. But then she touched and she went. She didn't stop to break the motion. And touch and go. And that's where she got those reds. Easily fixed. She'll come back and get it for sure.
A lot of cases we're seeing attempts at lifetime best, and Fariza Toljan is aiming to go high as well. 89 for Kazakhstan. Bronze and Tbilisi in the World Cup back in April. was a 55 in that, the Asia Oceania bronze medalist last year. The second World Championships, no mark in the previous one, but bronze in the World Cup, which was a very good experience. So going here for 89, and again, very little movement. That's the least amount of movement that I think you could ever expect to see, but it may be good. It is good. She's worked well there. Fabulous for the woman who has already had a major championship medal. Excellent.
She comes down, holds it, presses back up. Well done. It's all based on arm and limb length, and for a person of short stature, that's our arm and limb length, and she did well with it. Nicely done.
So yeah, 89, that's very high from her point of view. New lifetime best, it had been 85. So now to wrap up this opening round, an attempt at 90 for Suzanne Menyameto. Her lifetime best is 91. That achieved in claiming the bronze behind Boza Bajide and Rehab Ahmed. Second and first respectively. Gold for the Egyptian, silver for the Nigerian lifter, but bronze for Menyameto in the African Championships. That's the 91 that has given her her lifetime best. It is a third World Championships. Now this is important to note, no mark achieved in her two previous World Championships. So she's starting just under a lifetime best, looking to get it right this time. And she's been a bronze medalist as well in the World Cup circuit in Lagos. Is this? Oh no, stop sequence, 2 against her. It is not her first successful lift at the World Championships. She misses out. Oh well. She has been successful in lifts in World Cup circuits and so on, and obviously that bronze with 3 successful lifts in Cairo last year. But on the World Championship circuit, where there's been a case of going in too high, something technically going on. It's the same referees, by the way, across all those events.
She's actually got a double bounce on her chest. So she stops, but she bounces and then goes back up. That's going to give her a red light. She can clean that up. Shoulder blades together, chest up high, everything nice and tight. Hold it still.
So the return of Laura Serrero, who has competed in every single World Championships she has been eligible for. And she keeps coming back for more. 1967. She celebrated her 56th birthday last Friday.
I sure hope she had a piece of cake. A lot of times the athletes eat so specifically, especially prior to a competition. So hopefully she had cake. If not, after this she can celebrate, we hope.
Laura Serrera then, well, she got her 70, this was 75, so she gets this, really she should be getting the Legends gold medal. The 70 might just be enough. It'll be a different mark under the MQS for each athlete. She is a Legends athlete, she's a real legend. Capital L, capital everything. 75, 25 seconds to go. So Serrero for 75. And that is a good lift for Laura Serrero. Spectacularly achieved. I think she's on the way to getting her Legends medals now. Out of Group B.
Straight down, holds it really beautifully long on the chest, straight up, no issues. She knows what she's doing. Fantastic.
Thank you. The bar is ready, representing Kazakhstan. Asia, Belamkulova.
So continuing this second round, and Ayjan Beramkulova, that European Open bronze. Oh, what a great way to open a career. Last year in Tbilisi. Now, it's amazing how many in this Group B have actually picked up major championship medals. I'm doing a quick scan. Out of the 10 in this Group B, 9 have major championship medals already. That's incredible.
An amazing group of competitors for sure.
Well, let's see how she picks up here. There's a long way to go in terms of this competition as well. This being the Group B. Oh, that's no lift. It's 2 against, so she misses out 2 and against. That's the press sequence from both referees that have weighted her down, I'm afraid to say.
She brings it down. It didn't look like yes. She didn't get it all the way up, and she starts to come back towards her head, and the referees have to take it. The bar should never move back towards the rack. Once that starts happening, that's an immediate red.
Correction. 80 kilos, rack 6. My apologies. Representing Kazakhstan, Anana Akhanova.
So banding on now, Anara Akhanova. And she is going for 80 here, having cleared 77 with her first attempt. .69 her lifetime best going into this. She's already trounced it by 8, and this to add 3 more onto it. Here she comes with a good lift of 80 and another lifetime best then. Well, she is gliding on really well, and she's picking up marks all the way through in terms of the total lift as well. Spectacular stuff.
Straight down, nice and tight, hold, straight up, nice and tight until the command comes. Well done. Unsure what the red was, but as Will has mentioned before, we're down on the floor, we're not up on the podium, so hard to see everything that's going on. Nice job.
So Nuranta Binti Mohammed Yazli, who has been mopping up a tremendous amount of medals in her career. So bronze in the Southeast Asian Games a few weeks ago. A 4th in the Asian Games in 2018, the last edition of that. She was 6th in the Asia Oceania Championships in 2018. So Mohammed Yazli. Been a bronze medalist in the World Cup here in 2018, which, a reminder, is pretty much the biggest World Cup around. 13th in the 2019 World Championships, 6th in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo, and no mark, actually. Careful here, no mark in her last World Championships, and she's had no mark in the first lift here. Oh, no, that's not going to count. She couldn't get that raised, unfortunately. She's in a bit of trouble now.
Yes, that's what we call up and down. She was on her way up, she came back down. Once the bar starts to descend, it's a no lift.
78 is a lifetime best, and she started here with 80, and she's missed both times. And when I started working on this about 10 years ago, you had a lot of athletes who would go in too high, and it would cost them, and they couldn't get a mark. And I can't say it's what's happened to her here, but that's 2 misses now. Just couldn't get that properly extended as Queen of Guadalajara comes out now from the Jalisco Club. No mark in the Paralympic Games or in her last World Championships, but she's got it here at 81. And she's attempting now to equal a lifetime best of 85. For Mexico, Mara Hernandez, the Pan Am silver medalist, the former America's champion. And in Mexico City in 2015. Silver in the last 2 America's championships after that, in Bogota and St. Louis. So this for her joint biggest competitive lift ever of 85. And Mara Hernandez has done it. Oh, that's a good lift. That is a great lift. 2 out of 3. That's all she needed. 2 in her favor. Brilliant.
That really was great. She, on her way up, was uneven, but she straightened herself out before she hit the top, and so she was even, and then she got those 2 white lights. That was excellent. Here she comes. She waits on the chest, straight up, a bit uneven, and look how she evens herself out at the top, and there she goes. Excellent.
Well, so far so good as we go back to Thailand, and coming in again, it's Kamalplan Kalapet, who missed out at 88 last time and going for 88 again here. Asia Oceania bronze medalist, silver in the last 2 Southeast Asian Games, and solo last year in Indonesia and Phnom Penh, Cambodia just a few weeks ago. The Bangkok World Cup champion once upon a time. It was only 2 years ago. I wonder if there's any World Cups coming up there soon. 88, her target. .88 for the second time. For a lifetime best. Oh, yes! Oh, she's got it! What a wonderful lift for 88. Extravagant from Kamalplan Paralympic. No red this time. Not on the board anyway.
Straight down, nice and tight, and straight up she goes and locks out. Nice attempt.
What an excellent lift, and absolutely a lot to be proud of with that. New lifetime best. Extraordinarily good.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 90 kilos, representing Nigeria. Jose Bichide.
Jose Bichide coming now. Well, she could go well above this, so may have been an injury issue or some sort of lack of form. Well, she's got a lot to aim for here. She was very successful at 85 last time, this for 90. So again, this to take the lead in Group B and also take the lead in terms of the total lift for Nigeria. She's got it. Well, that's 2 out of 2, and she is delivering in an exceptional way. And very impressively too. That's all she can do right now.
Beautiful on the way down. Nice stop. Press it straight up. Lock out together. These young ladies are taking us to school. Nicely done.
So the return of Dodona Turieva of Uzbekistan, who cleared 87 in the opening round and going for 91 again now with her second attempts. So, again, this to take the lead by a couple of kilos in this World Championship final and to go in front in terms of the total lift as well. Top total lifter right now on 175 is Bosa Bajide, lifted 90 at her best attempt. So Turieva for the lead. Or not, as the case may be. Press sequence, 2-1 against. So, problems.
Let's see what happened on the replay.
She's missed out.
She brings it down. Really nice stop. Presses up. Uses more of the shoulders and more of the body and brings the bar back towards her head. Has to be straight up to the ceiling and lock out. Easily fixed for her next attempt.
Farisa Toljan of Kazakhstan going for 91 now, having cleared 89 previously, and yet again this for the lead in everything. Only 4 have cleared both their attempts so far. Toljan would be the 5th and it would not go beyond that, as Menyameto, who comes next, missed her first round attempt. Well, here she comes, and again it's a lift which did not have to travel very far for 91, and now she's traveling far because she knows she's got it already. A lot of the time you just know.
She got away with something, that's why she got the red. If you look from the side, her buttocks was not on the bench, and that's why the side ref gave her a red. The other side and head couldn't see it though, so she got lucky there. Let's hope she settles that back down. Other than that, the attempt was great.
She sold it well enough, and she has been given it. So the last attempt coming from Menyameto of Cameroon. She missed 90 in the opening round, but she's staying in a path because this is for 93 for the African Championship bronze medalist.
instructed the coach exactly where she wants those straps and had her change it, which is great. Just getting into position, ready to roll.
So we'll see if she can make this work this time on 93 to take the lead. Well, it's a little bit tentative from her point of view, Suzanne Menyumeto, and it is no lift. Various reasons for two of the referees. It is the stop sequence for two of the referees. It's the press sequence. The center referee voted her down on both.
She comes down, she pauses, she also rocks the bar on her chest and then goes up. Bar has to be motionless on the chest. It cannot dip right to left like that. She really has a lot of strength, and she just needs to clean those things up and come back and get that on her third attempt.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 80 kilos representing Mexico. Round 3 begins with Laura Serrero.
So we go into round 3, and Laura Serrero is willing to go, raring to go. She's had a marvelous campaign, a career to die for, really. What comes now? An attempt of 80 for Laura Serrero. This would put her into the lead in terms of the total lift as well. We'll put her 7th overall. She's going to get her Legends medals, I would say, at this stage. Pretty much there. It should be in the bag. So, on the way then for a final attempt of 80, and it's always a pleasure to watch Laura Serrero compete. A tremendously long resume. Tremendously long career. America's champion formerly, all those Pan Am silvers. She's competed in every world championship possible, every Pan Am possible. 19 seconds remaining. That's not an issue. And she's punched that through well, and she has got it raised. Malia Perez enjoying the show, not enjoying the result. Press sequence, 2-1 against it. And a bit of turbulence on the way.
Just a little fast, right? Boom. Yeah. She needed another second on the chest. I mean, everything was steady. She was ready to go, just a little too fast on the chest. Remarkable young lady.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 3rd round attempt. Singapore, Noraini.
Well, the pressure is certainly coming on for Noraini Bint Mohammed Yazli. She's had 2 misses at 80. Their attempts at a lifetime best as well, and Southeast Asian Games bronze of late. A very welcome leap up in terms of her career. So bronze in the Southeast Asian Games a few weeks ago in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. She wasn't in the Southeast Asian Games last year because the Commonwealth Games were on the same time in Birmingham in the UK, and she competed there instead. Finished 7th in total. And there she comes. And really, it's the same old issue as last time, and she'd actually gone for 82 on this occasion. and I just think she went in too high, unfortunately. So she misses out. Doesn't register a mark. That is a big pity.
Straight down. Can't even make it past the halfway mark and comes back. And she moves pretty quickly on the way down too. She's got to slow that down. She's got to hold the bar on her chest motionless and bring it back up. She'll go home, she'll practice it, and she'll come back and get it.
The bar is ready. Aysan Beramkulova, Kazakhstan.
So, on we go with Aysan Beramkulova of Kazakhstan. 79 she missed last time, 82 she's going for here, so she's staying in the path. She got 76 earlier. So she's already broken her lifetime best once today, and she's trying to do it again.
She has some tremendous hyperextension in her setup. That's amazing. The higher the chest is, the less distance you have to move the bar down. If an athlete's able to do that, it's very much to their advantage.
So, for a new lifetime best, 17 higher than what she had coming in today. So that's a minimal amount of movement from Beramkulova, but it might just be enough. It's not, it's 2 and against on the press. So she too is denied at 82, misses out 2-1. Frustrating.
So what we're going to see, her chest dips down as the bar goes up, and they call that press sequence.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, representing Kazakhstan.
So no joy. That for her is a very sad situation. So she misses out again. She got 76 early on. Currently lying in 6th position on 80. Anara Akanova of Kazakhstan. I was silver medalist last December. 13th at the last World Championships. Chances of gliding up a little bit this time. We'll see if she can. Well, how much control was she able to keep that under? That is a good lift. She's made it work very, very well. Well, that's 83 for Akanova, and the rise continues.
That was an excellent lift, straight down, complete stop on the chest, straight up, driving up through the ceiling. Excellent. Waits for the command to rocket. Perfect. Well done.
Was again quite exquisite. Good work. Myra Hernandez, what a day she's having. 81 and 85 done, this for 87 for Mexico. This for a clean sweep. This to put her in the lead in terms of the total lift as well, to send her way up to 5-3 she would be on. So heading towards the way to concluding this Group B. Myra Hernandez has been pitching herself really well throughout, so slowly and steadily does it. That might just have been fluent enough. It was slow, but it was good. It's 2-1 in her favour. It was brilliantly achieved, and she leads now in the total lift. And on 87 kilos, she is 5th overall. She matches Torieva, who got there first, so she doesn't overtake. She slots in below her in terms of the main competition, but she leads the total lift, and that's fantastic.
Straight down, nice and tight. Straight up, stays even, drives through, slows down a little bit, but keeps it moving and locks out. Fantastic. Terrific. Good for her.
So back for Thailand again, and what a lift last time for Kamalplan Karapet. She lifted 88 at the second attempt, so this is her lifetime best of 90 for Thailand. Southeast Asian Games silver medalist the last 2 years. Asia Oceania bronze in Pyeongtaek in Korea. So she's got the moves, she's got the lifts, and she got it this time. This for 90. She missed the first attempt, so that pretty much wipes her out in terms of the total lift. And she's still got prospects of waiting and with a lifetime best here. Just about a minute left on the clock. She'll let that go.
1 minute.
$90 for Kralpet. I'm watching up concernedly in the bar, and with a good reason, because all 3 have voted her down on the press sequence, and centre referee as well on the stop. So she doesn't get that either, I'm afraid to say, but she's given it a whirl, and a good whirl, and she got her middle lift in of 88.
Here she comes, and no stop whatsoever, and she just keeps driving. That's a sign of someone that wants to get the lift, and she's tired. She's strong, though. She'll come back, and she gives us the peace sign to let us know it's all good. Peace out.
Still a couple of lifts to go. Actually, a lot of lifts to go. 4 in total in this group. Look at this. Menya Meto has missed out at 2 so far and trying not to be wiped out. Going here for 93.
It's so hard to do when you've missed your first 2. So she's really got to collect herself and just stay focused and do what she does best.
Well, Suzanne Menyameto needs this. Get a mark on the board, get a World Championship finish. So, she's had 8 lifts at World Championships, and she has not registered a mark. And elsewhere, she's done really well. So, there's something about the circumstances of these World Championships that does not suit it, be it maybe she goes in too high, maybe there's additional pressure. Well, we'll see how she does out of that chest sequence there. Menyameto at 93.
No lift.
No lift, chest sequence and press sequence. 1 with the chest on the left-hand side, 1 the centre referee and the press. Now the right-hand side referee, who were perched behind, gave that a white. Gotta say, I thought the chest sequence just looked a little suspicious.
Brings it down. She sunk the bar into her chest. That looked so pretty to the eye, but when you see it in the replay, you can see it sinks. That's unfortunate. She'll go home, she'll clean it up, and hopefully at her next World Championships, she'll get all 3.
On we go. This is Farisa Toljan going for 93. She leads on 91. She's got all her lifts in so far, so if she gets this, then basically she will have a huge lead in the total lift, unless Bosa Bajide gets hers for Nigeria. So Toljan going for 93. She's being well watched by her team. There's a lot that she's relying on in order to get this lift. But so far it has been non-stop success for her. Ha. Lovely crowds this evening. Into the evening session here. It's just about 7:30 in the evening. Well, has she done enough there? Toljan, 93.
No lift.
No lift.
Press
All
sequence.
three down on the press sequence, so she misses out. 91 remains her best.
Rack 4.
Brings it down, touch, and I don't think she locked out completely, as well as her buttocks came off the bench. So when the body positioning isn't right, you're going to have all sorts of issues. Nice try.
Dodona Turieva, Uzbekistan now for 94, so she has got 87, missed 91, going for 94. So the heat is on. Can she get this to climb all the way to top spot? 94 kilos to Dodona Turieva.
No
94, no
lift.
lift. There was 2 and against in the press sequence. And, well, her first attempt of 87 was the good one, and she misses out.
That was a great attempt on the way down, great on the chest. She came up, she starts to go sideways, and she locks out unevenly. Looked good until she started to come off the chest.
Really tentative on the way up, trying to keep it straight, but it did not pay off. So we've got one more attempt to come in this Group B, and it's Bosa Bajide of Nigeria. So she's cleared 85 and 90 and 95. So she'd have the big lead on 270 in terms of the total lift, and she would lead full stop going into Group A. Current leader on 91 is Farisa Toljan. Bajide second on 90, this to go up to 95. So here she comes. Bajide looking to go strong. No, 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 it's not going up. She will not get that. And she misses out on 95. So it's only Akanova and Hernandez who've got all of their lifts in. And Hernandez leads the total lift in 253. Akanova 240. And our leader is Toljan on 91, ahead of Vigide's 90. That was not going to get any further up.
Here she comes. She would have also had an issue on the chest because she didn't stop. So she had quite a few things going on there that were not going to help her get that attempt. Nice try. And she's not happy, understandably.
So, unsuccessful. Barista Toljan leads at the end of Group B on 91 for Kazakhstan. Boza Vijide second for Nigeria on 90. Camel Plan Karapet currently in the bronze medal position for Thailand on 88. The total lift being led by Mera Hernandez of Mexico 253. Silver in that currently Inara Akanova, Kazakhstan 240. And in bronze 180 for Kazakhstan, Barista Toljan. And there are prospects, certainly in terms of the total lift, that some out of this Group B can wade in Group A. And Group A begins in 10 minutes time. The athlete introductions will be forthcoming as well. Maria De Silva, Wai, we'll see them shortly. and already in the bank to come out and meet their public. The 10 competing in the women's 50 kilo final, and we have got some brilliant names in this. So first of all, once our mascot whisks away, it is gonna be for Colombia, Jessica Ferrero. To stroll on casually. Maima Omar of Egypt. The European champion, Loida Zabala of Spain. Great that she is finally a major champion. Aikido Akatamova. Dang Thi Linh Quang of Vietnam. And the European silver medalist and the America's Open champion, Manuela Romano of Italy. There's hardly anybody in this without a major championship medal. Sakina Khatun of India's got a tremendous amount of them at Asian level, and even a Commonwealth Games medal. Maria Rizanaide de Silva, the America's record holder for Brazil, the America's champion, 45 kilos. Wei Yi, Asia Oceania champion for China, and Olivia Broom for Great Britain, the World Championship silver medalist, and lots more besides. This is some field for the women's 50k final in Dubai. You don't want to lose your head over this one. So now let's see who our referees are going to be. I don't think they'll be, I think they'll be okay. They won't be clearing up Antelope after, careful, yeah, a couple of steps. Yep, Antelope's okay. The draw for the referees then, this is who we have coming up for this final, Group A of the women's 50 kg. So the centre referee, the chief referee from Yemen, is Mohammed El Kesh. Left side referee for Korea, Lee Eugene. Right side referee for Brazil, Luis Leche. Technical controller for this final is Priyana Enakate, and the technical delegate is Fatih Le Shehab. That's our set of referees for this Group A to wrap up the competition. And the medals are up for grabs now.
Now that all the introductions are done, the ladies are in the back. They're finishing up their final warm-ups, 80 to 90%. Some will go up to 100. Then they'll put their jackets and their towels on. They'll keep their muscles warm. They'll do a bit of hydration, and they'll be ready to roll. In a very few minutes, we're going to get this party started. Let's go.
The session starts in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for Powerlifting? The bar is ready. It's loaded to 83 kilos. We're calling our first athlete representing Colombia,
So now let's get Group A underway. And first of all, for Colombia, I don't think they're going to give her 10 minutes. I hope not. Yeah, there you go. 2 minutes for Jessica Ferrero for Colombia. It's actually a major championship debut. We've already seen her in the Dubai World Cup last year. Finished 4th in that, just outside 82 kilos. So here she comes for a major championship debut for Colombia, and this an attempt at a lifetime best for 83. There's a profile picture to hypnotize you, incidentally. Blimey. Anyway, Jessica Ferrero, 83, and this would put her into the lead in this group. Long way to go for the rest of the competition. Tolzan 91 in Group B. Jessica Ferrero ready to go. The national team coach for Colombia these days, Jefferson Lima from Brazil. It's turned out to be a very good move for both parties. Jessica Ferrero, who is, she's 31 now, and she's waded into the sport in the past year. And this to get her first championship lift in. This at 83. And she has got it. 3 white lights. That's good. More work to do. She's in 6th position with this. Jessica Ferrero away and good. More to come. More advice on the way. Job done. And
Perfect.
She can register for something else.
Straight down, pressed up, no issues. Perfect opening attempt for her first World Championships. Well done.
That was a very good start for her. She can go heavier than that. But that is a lifetime best as well.
The bar is loaded, representing Italy.
Yeah, went to 82 in Dubai at the World Cup. And now here she is back in Dubai doing big things. As Manuela Romano did earlier in her career, she was swimming world champion. That was in the 50 freestyle. World Championship gold, 2 silvers. European Championship bronze in her career. The woman from Napoli. She's not missing anything at the moment. The America's Open champion she is. European silver in Tbilisi last year. It was a great triumph actually. Obviously there as a guest in the open element of the competition there in St. Louis last year in Chesterfield at Logan University. What's the name of that theatre again? We'll look it up.
I forgot.
88 kilos for Manuela Romano. That was a hospital pass. How cruel. So she'll wade her way up towards the medals with that for 88 kilos.
The Pursa Center.
Well done.
Good
lift for Emanuela Romano. 2 white lights. And that was a really, really good lift by her.
Coming straight down, nice on the chest, straight up and locked out. Very good. She might have gotten that red because the speed was a little fast on the way down, but that looked great other than that.
So that's 88 for Romano, and it'll be Aydakon Aktamova for Uzbekistan next. And as soon as you say Pursa Center, it's the William Pursa Center, isn't it? I see, I should know that. I should know that. Never mind you working there for a bit. I was there and I should know that. Doe! Aydakon Aktamova, Uzbekistan, going for 90. A lot of these who've waded in for their opening marks are going way down on what they were originally pitching. Sixth in the African Open Championships. She didn't compete in the Asia Championships. Uzbekistan were largely absent for those Asian Championships in Korea. They did send a team there. Quite a few of the others they then sent to Cairo, which was an interesting move for them, and not the only competitor for Uzbekistan in this who actually made her debut at those African Open Championships. So Aktamova at 90 gets a good lift. Experience being used very well, and she's got it. Nicely done. So we're all starting off very well. Romano 88, Aktamova 90. Aktamova goes into the silver medal position for Uzbekistan.
93 kilos, rack 14.
Well done. Nice stop on the chest. Straight up. Perfect. Really perfect.
The bar is loaded, representing Egypt. Omar.
So we go on to Egypt, and it is Amina Omar who won the bronze medal in Cairo. It's her third World Championship. She wasn't in Tbilisi, but in Mexico City in 2017 she finished 7th. In Astana in 2019 she came 8th. It was Nur Sultan for a couple of years. Dubai World Cup silver here, well, across town really, in 2017. Bronze in the Africa Championships though in Cairo. That's been the highlight of her career. She's got good prospects here of making waves and going into the lead on 93. This will be the best attempt that we've seen so far, and she's the first we've seen in Group B who's sticking with her original effort.
She wasn't comfortable with that first strapping, so she went back and fixed it. That was very smart.
She's got 30 seconds to go. That'll be enough time. Gets herself into position. Well, steady does it. She might be okay with that press. Here she is, 2-1 in her favour. That's good. Amina Omar for Egypt goes into the lead on 93. And that's a really, really positive result for her. And puts her into contention because there's about 8 who only have 15 kilos between them. And it's achievable.
Really great example of not being comfortable when placed initially on the bench, stopping, resetting, having those straps redone so she could get comfortable, get this in, straight down, even on the chest, no issues, drives straight up, and waits for the command. Nicely done.
Well, it is the European champion now, and what a joy that Loida Zabala should finally be European champion at the 4th attempt. Bronzers previously in 2013 in Alexin in Russia, 2018 in Bergsamir in France, then gold finally in Tbilisi, a venue which has treated her well. Her best World Championship finish, this is her 6th World Championship by the way, it was in Dubai 2014, she finished 4th in that. America's Open gold, Asia Oceania gold, Spain's first ever international Paralifter, male or female. From Oviedo, Been coached a long time by Oscar Sanchez now. Can she wade in high? She's going for 94. And you know what? Despite the glittering career that she has had, and she has won 3 continental titles, European Open being her own one, but obviously finishing above all of those in Asia and Oceania and the Americas as well, North and South. This is for a lifetime best for 94. Certainly in this weight division anyway. She's 6th at the moment in the race to Paris. She would stay that, but this would be a lifetime best. This is good for 94. That's really great. And on she goes. Well, she clears 94 really impressively. Yep, lifetime best. How good is that? How good is she?
Fantastic. Nice and tight on the chest, straight up, no worry whatsoever. Lifetime best on your first attempt at a world championship. Couldn't ask for better than that. Nicely done.
And the thing was, being Spain's first international powerlifter, there was a time when she was the only one. She's looked after herself really well. Maria Reginai da Silva for Brazil. 94 is her target here. This is aiming for a lifetime best as well. The Americas champion 3 times over. The 2015 Pan Am champion in Toronto. 4th in Lima last time out. And going for gold again this time in Santiago in November. I think we've got almost all the champions competing in this.
Therefore, world championships, literally, huh?
1 minute.
So da Silva 94. Little bit of rocking around for Maria da Silva.
No lift. Press sequence.
Press sequence all against, and actually 2 of the 3 also voted her down on the stop.
Holders, please. 95
There was a lot that went wrong there. I think you could see it.
Here she comes, super fast off the chest, straight up, and she ladders on the way up. So one side up, one side down, up and down. You cannot come back down, even if it's only on one side. As you said, a lot that went wrong. But as the champion that she is, she'll clean that up.
That was for a lifetime best.
Sakina Khatun.
As we go on to Sakina Khatun of India. Well, what a career she has had. Asia Oceania silver, Asian Games silver last time out, Commonwealth Games bronze. That was in 2014 in Glasgow. The first ever para-powerlifter from India to win a medal that significant. First Commonwealth Games para-powerlifting medal. She was introduced to the sport by her swimming coach. There's so many who go into it that route from a different sport. She's 34 now. 5th actually in the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham last time out. That was the one done in the coefficient because 5 body weights were put together into lightweight and then the next 5 into heavyweight through the coefficient, same one which is used for the team competitions. This for 95 and this for the lead. Maria Rusinaido was the first to miss, by the way, in Group A. Katun is hoping to avoid a similar fate. So Katun working hard in terms of that press. And that is a good lift for Sakina Katun for India. And she is our new leader. So all that came before us in Group B has been overtaken. Obviously, in terms of the total lift, they'll be there for quite a while, but good job, well done for Sakina Katun.
Straight down, tight on the chest, and straight up. Beautiful, well done. And she knows it, she's happy with it. Good work.
BJ Bhaneshwar, Pavan Basha have been her coaches for quite a while. I know they've brought a whole load of new coaches in as well, India, so they can obviously rotate. Now this woman is a serious contender. Well, they all are, but we're into the top 3 lifters now. But we are looking at the reigning Southeast Asian and Asian Games champion. Southeast Asian Games champion the last 6 games since 2011. Dang Thi Linh Puong of Vietnam. Gold at the Asian Games in Jakarta 5 years ago. The next edition, Guangzhou in China in October. Silver in the Asian Games in Incheon in 2014. Silver in the Asia Oceania Championships the last 3 times. And they've been the 3 ones in the modern series of the Asia Championship. Silver in the World Championships 2017 in Mexico City. Paralympics bronze in Rio. She's done it all. For Vietnam, chance of a World Championship medal here. Big time. Going big at 98. Love the look of that. 3 white lights. She leads. Dang. Vietnam, 98. And she's one of the few who went higher in terms of her original idea. She was going to go 96, went 98 instead.
Beautiful execution, straight down, holds it tight on the chest, straight up, locks it out, and waits to hear the rack command. That was fantastic. Textbook perfect lift.
Thank you, the bar is loaded.
What a fabulous competition this is turning out to be.
First round of 10. Wei Yi.
Competing at a World Championships for only the 2nd time, Wei Yi finished 5th in Tbilisi 2 years ago. She's the Asia Oceania champion from last year in Pyeongtaek in Korea. This is for 105. Her lifetime best is 110. The Asian record 114, held by Hu Dan Dan in the World Cup in Dubai 2 years ago, the Fazar World Cup. Next one of those is from memory, next February. Going back into its normal rotation. It was Christmas week last year. So, it's an immense effort this, 105. Well, she's got the punch through. She's got it. 2-1 in her favor. She got 1 vote down on the body. She was moving it a bit at the start. I thought more might have voted her down on it, but she's been given it. 2-1 in her favor. It was Lewis Later who voted her down. Right side referee, and the rest gave her a pass on it.
Straight up, straight down. Very nicely done. Her buttocks also might have come up on Lewis's side. Really nice.
Wei Yi clears 105 for Great Britain. The European champion, the Commonwealth Games silver medalist in Birmingham, world silver as well last time out. Olivia Broom for Great Britain. World Junior Champion twice, 2019 in Nur Sultan, Astana, 2021 in Tbilisi. That is a stadium, that is a venue, the Hualing Conference Center that has treated her really well. So 106. Big chances here. She's only 22 as well. From Chorley, she's been based in Loughborough as well, the brilliant sports-based university, if you like, sports science she's been doing there. Former para swimmer. Paralympic bronze in Tokyo. She'll be looking forward to competing in front of huge crowds at the Place de Chapelle Centre next year. Just about almost this week next year, isn't it? Olivia Broom, 106 for Great Britain. Well, she's got that raised up well. She's made that work very well. That could only be a good lift for Olivia Broom. She goes into the gold medal position for Britain with 106. Her lifetime best is 115. That was brilliantly done.
Absolutely beautiful. Brings it down, holds it straight up, locks it out. Beautiful. And she knows it. Look at that smile. Well done.
Yeah, she's delivering. She can go higher as well. There's no doubt about that. 115 is a lifetime best. That was a really good, strong lift by Olivia Broom. Really well turned home by her. Now they've really rejuvenated their team. It's a good youthful team these days. A lot who've come in from other sports. Hey, how about that for a dramatic turn? Which you saw on the big screen. And here's the dramatic turn. Jessica Ferrero from Bogota. So she got 83 last time, 86 her target now. She would stay in 14 if she gets this, potentially. But a chance to climb up in terms of the total lift. Tons of time.
Really like how she takes time to collect herself in the beginning here.
Oh, she's taking tips off someone. Remind you of anyone? All the time in the world.
1 minute.
So she's got a chance of making impact in terms of the total lift here. There's not been many misses so far.
The referee has signaled something with the straps.
It's 20 seconds to go.
The strap has to be no lower than the ankle.
Well, this is it. She's got 10 seconds left and it has to be now. Well, she's going for it. 86 for Jessica Ferrero. That was losing balance a bit. That was for a lifetime best as well, 4 more than previously. That was swaying over, so, and she actually didn't complete it either. So it is a no lift. That's been terminated automatically. So she'll wade back. 82 was a lifetime best going into this. She got 83 in the previous round. That was for 86.
Brings it down, touches, and then just goes sideways with it. She's a strong young lady. She'll come back and get that. And the coach certainly has to have those straps in order for her next attempt.
So from Uzbekistan, Akidakon Akhtamova, 90 last time. This is 93 now.
Representing Uzbekistan,
6th in the African Open Championships, where Turieva finished in 8th, who we've already seen in the previous group.
Great focus that she has.
Yeah, she's 30 now. She's only come into the sport the past couple of years. That obviously invariably will happen, either through talent spotting or, let's just put it this way, quite a lot of athletes not qualifying as para-athletes. Okay, until they do. She's all right. The spotter's recovered really well. Yeah, she's fine, thankfully. You will remember there were a couple of injuries in the men's 49-kilo final earlier. Now, we've watched that back with a few of the referees, and they said that, well, the spotters reacted as quickly in those situations as much as they could. And one of the athletes, by the way, suffered a mishap when the bar was on the way up, which is a freak, which never happens. C'est la vie. She's
comes down
okay to lift again.
And just goes backwards, back towards the rack, rather than straight up. I think she lost her bearings.
That was a good reaction. Spotters were there immediately.
Absolutely.
And then the other one, we had a competitor from India actually suffered a dislocated shoulder during his lift, and then they were able to stop the bar doing much more damage, thankfully, there. Both in hospital now, we understand. Both had to withdraw from their competitions. We wish them the very best. They were, as well, really good campaigners priorly, major championship medalists, and will be again, you'd imagine. Manuela Romano has done it in both para-swimming and para-powerlifting. This for 93. So this would send her up into 7th position.
There was a time in the rules where you were not allowed to adjust your straps on the bench, but this has changed, and it's been good for the athletes because sometimes they just needed to get it a little sturdier and tighter.
So Manuela Romano, I'm sorry about that, that's my pen that did that. So Romano, 93. Aiming to leap up into the top 8. This is a real challenge for her. That's lopsided on the way up, so that's it's not going to go away. That was for a lifetime best as well by 3. So misses out in terms, actually the stop sequence too.
Yeah.
All 3 referees voted her down on both the stop sequence and the press.
And as we say, when you come down that rapidly, you then can't control it on the chest, and then consequently, that affects your way up. So the entire lift just becomes one big mess. She needs to slow it down, hold it tight on the chest, press it straight up, and wait for the command.
So if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, by the way, and if you're in the Middle East and North Africa and a few other parts beyond, this is actually also live on television. It's on the Dubai TV channels. I think it's mainly in Arabic. Here's the situation. Livia Broom leading, 106 for Great Britain, 105 for Wei Yu, China. Bronze for now, 98 is Dang of Vietnam. As Maria Ruzanaida de Silva comes out again. Missed 94 last time, going for 94 again here, so she's lost a bit of ground. Originally, she was aiming in the top 3 lifts. That has not come to plan. So an important one for her to push away the America's champion, the former Pan Am champion from 2015. And this for 94. This would put her in 6th position, so she's trying not to lose ground. Yeah, she's fighting hard against that one. It looks improved. Is it good enough in terms of 94? No, it's 2-1 against this, the stop sequence. Press was fine, stop sequence again, same as last time actually. And she misses out, and now she's only got 1 lift left and no marks yet.
So she's got to, you see, she doesn't stop. She just glances the chest and goes, ascends. You've got to make a noticeable stop between the descent and the ascent. Therefore, she gets the 2 reds. She can do it. We've seen her do it before. She just needs to stay focused. Will be harder on now, having missed the first 2.
So we go on. Omar of Egypt. Maima Omar, 93 in the opening round. That actually almost sounded like a national anthem they were playing here. It's sure it wasn't. So Omar, 93 achieved last time. The African Championships bronze medalist in Cairo. Great championships, and funnily enough, when a few of us were heading back away from those championships, I'm sure a certain Egyptian referee had a little word on our drivers there to say, just drive them back through the best bits of Cairo, because we see none of it. A fabulous city at night. So Omar, 97, this to go into 4th position. So this is it for 97 for Omar. She's punched through really well. Technically an excellent lift. 3 white lights for Omar. So she now weighs in at 97, and she's following the original path. There's been no fluctuation in terms of what she's been looking to do, and that is tremendously positive for her. And she is delivering. Total lift 190, that's the best in Group A so far. There's still a long way to go in terms of the rest.
Straight down, nice stop. Press it straight up. That was just a perfect lift. Really nice. She knows it. Fantastic.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. 97 kilos, India. Sakina Khatun.
So now we wade on to India, and Sakina Khatun going for 97 here. We're midway through the second round of lifts in this 50-kilo final, the Group A. The main medal contenders are here, but it is, I have to say, I'm not sure I've ever seen a competition with this many in it. There's 20 starters, and with just about everybody, bar one or two, have won a major championship medal. It's astonishing. She can move up once, Akina Khatoon, should she get this. This is for 97, it's a leap of 2. So a lot for her to weigh up. Khatoon, 10th in her last World Championships. Her highest placing was 6th in 2019. She'd had some frustrations prior to that. Her first 2 World Championships, she didn't register a mark. She's more than made up for it since then. It's no lift though. Well, all 3 against her on the press. And actually, 2 had already voted against her on the body sequence, so that would have wrapped up her lift anyway, obviously depending when the buttons were being pressed in terms of the body sequence.
So here she comes down, her body is shifting and moving. She stops okay, and then the bar is crooked all the way up, and then she locks out one side before the other, no good.
It's actually just in terms of the body movement at that stage. Even if she got the press right, body movement obviously causes problems towards that. She wouldn't have got it anyway. Lourdes Zabala of Spain cleared 94, this for 98 to go up into the bronze medal position. 4th, her best in a World Championships in 2014. She has twice been 5th at the Paralympic Games, London 2012 and Rio 2016. So the pressure is on, and again, she's a campaigner who takes it easy time-wise. I think she's warmed up by now. So, big one, 98, Zabala. Well, she's really pressuring herself in that. That is a lifetime best there. We'll see if that press was okay. No, it was 2 and against on the press. Center referee was happy, but the ones watching from the angle, not so much. So we're directly behind the right side referee where we are, and it was looking shaky enough for me in terms of the control and keeping it under control.
So one of the things as a press control error are the straps, and that strap was down over her groin area. The rules read it's supposed to be below. When the coach had initially strapped her, it was where it was supposed to be, but she shifted her body down, and so that alone was going to give her a red light.
Thank you. The bar is loaded 101 kilos.
So she misses out 2-1 against for Vietnam, going for 101, currently in the bronze medal position, and she would stay there. Would be a big leap in terms of the overall lift as well for Dang, the reigning Asian Games champion, a title for her to defend in October in Guangzhou. Southeast Asian champion, successfully defended this year and last year and the time before that and the time before that. She's already broken her lifetime best today. This to go into 3 figures for the first time in her career. Those Asian Para Games in Hangzhou, the end of October, and then just a few weeks later, the Para Pan Ams coming up in Santiago. We've already had the European Para Championships held in Rotterdam in the last few weeks, but Powerlifting not in that. Separate European Championships for that. Wow. 101 for Dang. She's glided through that. That's a great lift. Not just a good lift. 101, lifetime best. Tremendous. Game on.
That was excellent. Absolutely excellent and absolutely perfect. I'm not sure how happy she is, though. She's still deciding, honestly.
Well, Dang has already picked up a World Championship medal, a silver in 2017, that Paralympic bronze in Rio.
Straight down, beautiful pause. Straight up, drive, no problem, and she's ready. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful.
Happy enough. Happy in bronze. Top 2 still to come. Omar of Egypt is in 4th on 97. That moves Dang now 4 kilos away from her. And now for China, the Asia Oceania champion, Wei Yi, who turned 32 last Friday. Last Thursday, it's one or the other. There was a party, it was great. Going for 110 here for the lead. Asian records 114 from Hu Dandan. So Broom has got 106. Wei Yi going for 110 here. Broom's going to go for 111. They'll have had a little glance at each other's scores as well to see who's going to do what. Fresh on the scene. Her first World Championship, her second World Championship, she was 5th in 2021. She's not been in an Asian Games before, but then obviously that was bumped a year. 1 minute warning coming now.
1 minute.
So Wei Yi for the lead for 110 for China, middle attempt of the 3. She's made that work. She's got it raised, got it punched through. No lift, body sequence from the 2. 2 and against, doesn't get it. So, advantage Olivia Broom for Great Britain here.
Floaters, please. 111 kilos, rack 4.
And the fact that the 2 side referees
Let's see
have
what
done the body
happens.
sequence,
See
buttocks.
Exactly. Well done, Will. I will say this. After the coach strapped her, she was shaking her head no. So I think she was not happy with the strap and time was ticking. She probably would have been better to get restrapped.
And the reason it's 2-1 against and not 3-0 against is the center referee can't see that happening. It's being blocked by the rest of her body. Couldn't see it raised up, but
Absolutely. The head, the center referee looks at the head and they look at the chest. That's primarily what they're looking for.
So it's Olivia Broom coming now. Chance to open a big lead of 111, which she's done before. This could give her a lead of 6. The actual physical lift itself was perfectly fine. Was the fact she lifted her backside up. That's what's given her the nod down. And the only two referees who could see that, gave it the big X.
Head, shoulder, buttocks, and ankles and legs have to remain on the bench. That's in the rules.
So my mate Steph Reed, my para-athletics commentary colleague, she's doing the World Athletics Championships for Eurosport this week. And in terms of throwing competitions, she calls that the butt judge that they have in athletics for that, who's only got one job. You can work out yourself what it is. Olivia Broom, 111. This for a lead of 6. So Broom, 111. This would be a considerable advantage for her here for Britain. Gotta say, I thought that looked quite decent. It's more than that. She leads by 6 kilos in this World Championship final. Paralympic bronze, World Championship silver twice, World Junior Champion. She can stride out very confidently. She leads by a lot going into the final round. Plus, the total lift as well has gone away. There's only 3 who've done that.
She's taking it to school. Takes it out, brings it down, pauses on the chest completely, straight up, no problem whatsoever. That is the perfect lift. If anybody wants to be a powerlifter, follow that lift. You will execute well. Nicely done.
Jessica Ferrero coming out again for Colombia. Here she comes through the river of fire. So 83 she's got, 86 she didn't. This is 86 again for a lifetime best. She's already improved her lifetime best once today. Can she do it again? Her lifetime bests have all been set in Dubai. She actually hadn't come through by the time of the Americas Championships a year ago.
I love her relaxation and calming routine. Just getting her mind ready. Half of the sport is your mind, and half of it is your body.
So she's lying in 14th here. She'd leap up to 9th. And it'd help a bit as well in terms of the race to Paris if she can make it. But that apart, she entered international competition in December, Christmas week, in Dubai at the World Cup, the Fazal World Cup, and look at her now. So 86 for Jessica. Tatiana Ferrero Bermudez. Here she comes. That is a better lift than last time. She didn't complete it, and she was a bit rushed. She's 16 seconds left there, but that's fine. It's no lift, but it's still a much better lift than last time because she completed it this time. 2 against her on the press, 1 on the stop sequence. But still, she gets 83.
It's the press sequence straight down, and she struggles on the way up. You see, the bar starts to slide. She struggles, she doesn't lock out evenly. As you said, she got her opening attempt, and she's a good competitor.
Yeah, good discovery for Colombia.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Representing Italy, Emanuela Romano.
I mean, in a way, it feels like one of the best pound-for-pound finals I think we've ever had, certainly that I've seen in the last 10 years.
I'm going to agree with that. This has just been exciting. There's been a lot of excellent attempts. There's been a few errors, but these young ladies are really taking it to school and showing what they have. And as you said, so many champions.
Well, that's the thing. Because you'll have events here and there where the margins are really big. Gold, silver, bronze will be divided by 10 kilos each. You'll generally have a lot of the same names dominating. Not that there's anything wrong with it, of course. There's really immense quality down the field here. And so much so that Romano here, if she gets this, she would leap very close to the top 8. She'd be 9th in terms of the race for Paris. 93 is a mark on that. 93 is a mark on this here. Yeah. So 90 her lifetime best coming into this. So if she gets this, she moves up to 93. A lifetime best, I think, was set in Dublin actually at the. She was a guest in the Irish Championships. That's not going to work. Spotters have had to wade in here. That lift was not going to be completed. So she's gone beyond the achievable. So it's not a new lifetime best for her. She's had 2 goes at it. It was worth it.
She really just moves too quickly on the descent, and then she doesn't stop as long as she should, and then that consequently affects her on the way up in the bars sideways, and she just can't make it. Just needs to slow down from the very beginning, and that will fix everything along the way. What a great competitor, though. What a great competitor.
Eight lifts to go in this closing round. So right now, if you want a medal, you have to break through the 100-kilo barrier, and there are 5 who are aiming to do that in this final round. So it's a 5-way battle for the medal. Dan currently in bronze on 101. Khatoon, Omar trying to wade up, get up into the bronze medal position. Dang looking to defend that. Way at the moment is looking at 110. If that's the case, if she decides to stay there, then Olivia Broom is world champion. We'll see if that remains so. Don't phone home about it just yet. Wei Yi missed 110 last time, and she's still down for it.
Really great mental preparation. Again, sitting, taking her time, collecting herself, being prepared before she lays down.
Akhtamova, Uzbekistan, 94, not going to be completed. Okay, she completed it. They're not going to give it to her, but she completed it. She wanted to. And she did. She got her finished, so she knows she can do it, but no lift. Stopped on the way up. Dragged down a little bit as well.
That's exactly right, Will, though. The fact that she pushed through, and so now in her mind, she knows, I can get this weight. The next time around, she's going to come off her chest, she'll drive straight to the ceiling, and she'll have that attempt. Nice try, and good on her for continuing with the lift.
Pictures of Don Johnson with a golf shot there. She did it, she got it finished. Just to make sure. Maria Rizanay da Silva, 94. Her target again. She's in danger of a wipeout, not registering a mark.
You want to watch for her slowing down and making sure she stops on that chest. That's what's gotten her each time thus far. So she's got to slow it down, and she's got to stop on that chest.
Yeah, she's 41 actually now, Maria Rizzonaida Silva. You wouldn't know it at all. It's only actually her second World Championship. She won the Rio World Cup gold in 2016, which was due to be a test event for the Paralympic Games, but instead of at Rio Centro, they had to host it at the Olympic Basketball Stadium at the Carioca Arena. 94 for the third time. Previous two have not worked out. That one was really tentative. She's got it! Just about. 2-1.
And that is so hard to do. When you miss your first two, you come back, your confidence is waning. She got under it, she brought it down, she held it tight on the chest. There she is, and she pushed it straight up. Little tentative, but it kept moving. Even lockout. Well done. Nice work.
She had a vote against on it for that, but she still got there, and she goes into 7th position.
Representing Spain, third round attempt, Loida Zavala.
So now the European champion, Loida Zavala. Now she's going for 98. It's not an attempt at a medal. It is an attempt to go into 4th spot though above Amaima Omar, because she is in lifetime best territory now. She's broken it once today. 98 she didn't get. So 101 is bronze, but 101 for her is not enough for bronze. It would have to be 102. The weightlifting rule, a la weightlifting. You don't get there first, well, it's not your mark. Step back in the queue, hence she'd have had to go for 102, so she's not. 98 she's sticking with. The European champion, Loida Zavala. Well, what a popular athlete. She's grown a sport in her country where there wasn't a sport before, not at international level anyway. She's had the documentary about her, which was quite early in her career. She's got all the press, the magazine articles that you'll have seen about. 98. That's good. Is it a good lift though? She got it raised. Oh yes, lifetime best, 98. Well, she made it. You couldn't say with any confidence that she'd have been able to go any further. That now has her 6th in the race to Paris, by the way. That's what's on the scoreboard on the left. And that's a brilliant lift. It's not a medal-winning lift, but she is 4th. And I know you don't get medals for 4th, but still.
Nice drive, straight up. She wasn't going to be deterred. Well done, really well done. And she says, thank goodness, finally.
It's a bit of relief there, yeah. And you know, if she'd done that last time at 98, then how tempted is she to go for the medals then with the last attempt? Who knows?
I think she may have.
Sakina Khatun, 101. So now, the last 5 attempts are all medal attempts. So the top 6 upwards, Zavala has had her run. The rest of the top 6 are ready.
Now she needs to be cautious to hold it on the chest. Last time she was a bit too fast, so she has to make sure she has control. On the way down, hold it on the chest.
So she missed 97, but she is so close. The temptation is there. for a major championship medal. She gets it, it's not guaranteed.
1 minute.
Aiming for 101. She's not going to get it. So, no joy for Katun, and she misses out.
A valiant effort. She just didn't have the strength to hold it on the chest. She was going to press and go, and then she started to go sideways, and that was the end of that. Valiant effort, though. Great champion.
She was going for 101 there, and Dang has already got 101, who's in the bronze medal position. That would not have been good enough for a medal had she got it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded.
The rules have changed this year. I don't know how well the message has got through. Maybe they've been doing testing in the back room and said it could only be 101 and not 102. Omar. This is for 102. This is for a medal. She's in 5th place.
She's taking her time. She's thinking about it. She's collecting herself. She's going to be prepared to get in here and make sure this works for her.
Fifth position for Egypt. The African Championship bronze medalist. Her previous best finish at the World Championships was 7th. If this goes south, she's still 5th. This is the last attempt from outside the current top 3, and if she gets it, she's in the top 3. But not necessarily permanently. 102 for Omar of Egypt. Got 12 seconds left. 11, 10. Here it comes. So this is a big one. If she can get this one up, and she has got this one up, is it good enough to get the vote her way at 102 to be in the top 3? She goes into the bronze medal position. There's only one lift, the next lift, that would deny her first World Championship medal. At the very worst, she's going to be 4th. At the very best, that has won her a World Championship bronze.
That was excellent, especially on her ascent. You saw the bar was crooked. Talk about strength and power to straighten that out so that when she locked out at the top, that bar was straight. Amazing. Straight up. Here the bar is tilted, and here she comes, evening it out, and she locks out with precision. Well done. Well done. Celebrate.
That is a glorious reaction from Omar of Egypt. 102, and she goes into the gold medal position in the total lift, 292, and she will win a medal in that. That is now guaranteed. She will win a World Championship medal. Not necessarily for best lift, because this lift now would deny Omar if Dan gets it. She's down to 4th. She's had her 2 successful lifts so far. If she gets it, she would get the World Championship bronze and also move into top spot for the time being in the total lift. That's all happening now. Dang Thi Linh Quang of Vietnam, the Southeast Asian Games champion, world silver medalist previously, Paralympic bronze medalist previously.
1 minute.
Dang, 103. This definitively for the bronze if she gets it. And she has got it raised. And Dang, the bronze medal is hers. She takes the lead in the total lift.
And there she is with that smile. Wonderful.
Omar falls to fourth. Omar will get a total lift medal, either silver or bronze, but Dang gets the bronze. Full stop.
Full stop on the chest, straight up, locks out evenly, and that smile tells the story. Well done. I'm so happy to see that smile. After her first two, she was so serious. Excellent.
Well, that was some battle for the bronze. This is some battle for the gold. It's down to Olivia Broom and here, Wei Yi of China, the Asia Oceania champion, 5th in the last Worlds.
Thank you, spotter loaders. Thank you. 111 kilos, third round attempt, representing People's Republic of China, Wei Yi.
Wei Yi with a lifetime best of 110. She missed 110 in the previous round. This is for 111.
She's on the bench quickly. Has her hyperextension high so that the coach can strap her in nice and tight, down by her feet.
It's a lift of 100 to finish 5th in Tbilisi at the last World Championships, and prior to that she'd become known domestically. Wei Yi, 111.
1 minute.
So this is it for the lift of her life, 111 to go up alongside Broom. No lift, 2 and against, 1 on the stop sequence. I think 1 on the body sequence.
Yeah, that just was not a long enough stop on her chest. She came down, she kind of glanced the chest and went right back up. That is not going to get you a white light.
And that makes Olivia Broom the world champion.
And her buttocks is up too, so there's the body position.
It's happened 2 lifts in a row. So Wei Yi gets the silver for China, 105, her best global result, and likewise for Olivia Broom, twice world junior champion. The European champion is now the world champion.
So she really should come out and just have some fun with this. She's already got a gold medal.
Olivia Broom won the World Championship silver 2 years ago in Tbilisi and now in Dubai, lying 3rd in the race to Paris with the lift in which she's gone heavier than that in her career. Olivia Broom is the world champion for Great Britain. And she's only 22. The rise is complete, at least until Paris next year. I mean, it's an immense coaching team there. Tom Whitaker with her, with Conor McDonald, with Ben Richens. It's a hard-working setup, hard-working lifters as well. She's hit her prime. Olivia Broom with 111 winning the gold, and with 112 to wrap it up a bit more. Fantastic stuff from Olivia Broom today. The world champion with a lift of 112. Her first world title after 2 World Junior crowns. So she now holds the 2 big titles outside of the Paralympic gold, heading into the Paralympic Games. European champion, world champion too, Olivia Broom.
Here she comes, there she goes. Perfect attempt. Lockout, ready to go, and she knew it, and she deserved it. Well done. What a great competition. What a great competition.
And she got all her lifts in as well, which means she wins the gold medal for the total lift also. Silver in that to Dang of Vietnam, bronze to Omar of Egypt. The main medals, the 1, 2, 3, Broom winning for Great Britain 112. Wei Yi, the silver for China 105. Dang Thi Linh Quang of Vietnam, the bronze 103. Omar of Egypt 4. European champion Lourdes Zabala of Spain 5. What a brilliant competition. What a brilliant champion. All in all, a truly tremendous event. Very enjoyable. And it is Olivia Broom who takes the world gold. Now, what a really, really tremendous competition. And we had, saying going into this, almost all the champions, and they have given us a really, really great exhibition in this sport. And at the end of it all, we've ended up with Olivia Broom taking the world title. The only person not competing in this, the Paralympic champion, Hu Dan Dan. But all the same, the door opens up for Olivia Broom to be world champion. And the victory ceremony, that's on the way.
welcome to the victory ceremony for World Parapowerlifting's World Championships 2023 in Dubai.
So the victory ceremony is on the way.
This is the women's up to 50 kilo
For a dramatic 50 kilo final, I've got to say. Some great names.
Please welcome the medalists.
Jousting throughout, and a lot of them didn't make the podium in the end. Mama Omar in 4th place for Egypt. Lourdes Zabala 5th for Spain. Sakina Katu in 6th. She was going to climb up towards the medals in the end.
Muhammad Ali Alawadi, member
Laura
of the
Serrero
organizing committee for
in
the
her 9th
Parapowerlifting
World Championship, picking up the Legends
Dubai
medals. So that was enough.
2023.
Her marks. The medals will be presented here by Muhammad Al Alawadi, a member of the organising committee of the World Powerlifting Championships Dubai 2023. And here the bronze for Vietnam for Dang Thi Linh Quang. Second time she's picked up a senior world championship medal. It had been a silver before in Mexico 6 years ago. Now in Dubai, she picks up the bronze for the Southeast Asian and the Asian Para Games champion, and that's a title she's defending in Guangzhou in China in 2 months' time. Wei Li picks up the silver for China, lifting 105. A couple of worthy attempts at the end to try and overtake Olivia Broom, but without success. In her second World Championships, she gets her first global medal. This for 105. And we have a new world champion. She wins the total lift as well. So 2 gold medals on the way. At the age of 22, Olivia Broom is the world champion. She got all of her lifts in.
Please rise if you're able.
Magnificent
The national anthem
success
of Great Britain.
as she picks up the gold medal for Great Britain. Olivia Broom now in prime contender for the Paralympic Games in Paris, having claimed bronze in Tokyo in front of an unfortunately empty stadium. Now it'll be a full house in the north of Paris, Place de la Chapelle Arena, not very far away from the Stade de France. It's going to be a busy part of the world, and she'll be gunning for glory again there. Olivia Broom claims the world title for Great Britain. The gold to Broom, silver to Wei Yi of China, and the bronze to Dang Thi Linh Quang of Vietnam. The total lift, the 1, 2, 3 in that. Gold for Broom for Great Britain, silver for Dang of Vietnam, bronze for Omar of Egypt, and the Legends golds and a 9th World Championship out of a possible 9 for Laura Serrero of Mexico. Great event, back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Dubai time. You can work out your time zone from then. So, until that men's 72 kilo final tomorrow morning, take care, good night, see you until then.